Resume with. Wonderful. And also it is live streamed. Okay, we can start. Good afternoon and good morning, good evening, everyone, whoever is in the session. This session is live streamed and also recorded. Today we are here to learn from Harish experience, a success story, a transition successfully as a data scientist after completing a certified data scientist course from DataMites. Harish, I'll start with congratulating you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let's start with a very open question. Let me know your profile before you started pursuing data science. Please go ahead.
Can I introduce myself, sir?
Yes, please go introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity to introduce myself, sir. And I want to thank DataMites and you, sir. You explained me the statistics part, and Neha ma'am and Farsana ma'am and Shali ma'am helped me so much to achieve this. Myself, I am Harish Kumar. I am from Visakhapatnam. I am completed my graduation in Avanti Institute of Engineering and Technology in 2014, and I secured 76%, and completed my intermediate in Sri Chaitanya College and secured 80%. And I completed my schooling in KJ High School, Anakapalli, and secured 80%. My hobbies are playing cricket and listening music and watching web series. My strengths are my positive thinker and self-motivated. That's all about me, sir. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. That's a detailed introduction. So let me ask you, why did you decide? I mean, you graduated in 2014, right? So
Yes,
obviously
yes,
you have quite some work experience before you started looking at the data science. Can you tell
no,
me
sir.
more about your work experience, please?
Sir, not having any work experience, sir. After completion of my graduation, I prepared for the government job, sir, like railway and SSCs and everything. And actually, in my family, my brother and my father are government employees. My father worked in APPDCL in Andhra Pradesh State Government Electrical Department, and my brother also working in Power Grid. It's a PSU in India. So after my graduation, I decided to I want to get a government job. So I tried for it, but uh, unlike maybe I lost some of the jobs in 0.1 mark or 1 mark. I lost JE, RRB JE 0.1 marks.
So
So
should you
after,
call it unlucky or lucky? Because now you're a data scientist.
yes, sir, I'm lucky now, sir.
All right. It's a common thing, especially in North
Yes,
India.
sir.
It's more. South India is prevalent to get into a data government job. I could relate myself. I worked as a chief engineer for NTPC for 3 years. Then I quit
Okay.
the job. So I'm not the guy who is talking without knowing that. I was in a government job in 20 years before. So I think you're lucky. I'm pretty sure about it.
Yes, sir.
So you have tried your best for several years, and then you decided
Yes,
to
sir.
do something
Yes, sir.
in the corporate world, right?
Yes, sir.
Why did you choose data science as a field? What made you to select data science?
Actually, sir, from schooling also, I'm interested in statistics and mathematics, sir.
Hmm.
So my friend also joined in DataMites and selected in project Lalita. She suggested me, actually, me and Lalita joined together in
Hmm.
April batch.
Hmm.
In that period also, I tried for some government jobs. Sir. That's why I'm lagged after selection of her, and I'm now selected.
Okay,
So
so she is a motivator for you, isn't it?
yes,
Oh, she
yes, sir.
also did it
Actually,
from DataMites as well. Lalita, right?
yes, yes, Lalita, sir. Actually, sir, what happened is I have so much of career gap in that period. So Lalita told me like I'm joining this institute for data science. I asked her to, can you please ask me about myself? Like I have this much of career gap. If they are interested to give me the placement, then it will be helpful to me. Then she asked Hamdan, sir. Hamdan.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, I contacted with the Hamdan. He mentioned me like we will give the 100% placement assistance to you. Then I joined in the database.
So you should thank Lalita, isn't it? Your friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Good to know that both of you guys are placed. In fact, Lalita being the motivator for you.
Yes, sir.
And thing I liked in your profile is you being very honest to what you've done. Maybe that's one of
Yes,
the
sir.
reason also you got the job, because we do not have many people who have the integrity, right?
Yes, sir.
You should be brave enough to tell whatever you have done. You started a
Yes,
business,
sir.
it got failed. I tried in these exams, many years, no success.
Yes, sir.
It requires an attitude and courage to admit your failures, and you
Yes,
have
sir.
it. That's one of the qualities you finally landed up in your dream job. Okay,
Yes, sir.
pretty good. So you decided to go to pursue data science, and how did you came to know about DataMites through your friend Lalita, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. When did you enroll with DataMites? Um
In April batch, 2022.
oh, it's April batch 2022. So you have taken
Yes, sir.
some gap again, as you said, you're preparing for
Yes,
it.
sir. Sir.
When did
Yes, sir.
you complete your formal training with DataMites?
Sir, completed my training. Actually, I completed training early stage, sir. Actually,
Hmm.
even actually in the process, they mentioned like completion of after two capstone projects, the placement assistants will provide the job assistance. But I completed four projects and some one like a
Live
trial
project.
project. I completed. I yes, sir. IABAC certificate also I completed. After that, I applied for the PAT, sir. Contacted with the PAT, sir. So
See,
that's because
you are informed, right? You are being writing exams.
yes,
So
sir.
for you, it's easy to crack the exams and get the certification. So you would have done it. It's based on the comfort. Some people are not very, I mean, a lot of people who got even placed before completing the course, that
Yes, sir.
happens, right? But some
Yes, sir.
people are very diligent who complete everything and then you switch to. So when did you enroll for the PAT service? What month?
Uh,
Placement
actually,
service.
July ending, sir. Actually, in the 2 months period, I got selected.
So you just enrolled 2 months ago and you got placed
Yes, sir.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's inspiring in your story is that after a lot of career gap, it almost like what, 8 years of career gap, I would say?
Yes, sir. Eight,
Eight,
9 years, sir. Eight
eight,
years, sir. Actually,
8 years of career gap,
yes,
where there is nothing for you to show except you're preparing for exams. You
yes,
still
sir.
manage to become a data scientist. It's a very, very, very powerful success story for a lot of people who are really scared to even enroll or even think about data scientists because they have 2 years career gap, 1 year career gap. You did not have a corporate experience at all. You completed your graduation, 9 years you have been trying to do something which did not work out. And then you finally become a data scientist.
Yes, sir.
I would say there should be a lot of hard work. I'm more interested to know how did you made it? How many hours you put in studying? Could you explain me the process of your
So,
learning?
yes, sir. Actually, I prepared my own notes by watching the videos. For my actually if any interviews happened, I just revise for 30 to 40 minutes. I will complete it, sir, because of my maintaining my own notes with the by watching videos and that actually I'm an online batch, sir. I'm joined in DataMites an online batch, 7 to 10, 7 to 9. So I
Okay.
prepared my own notes and after each video I practiced those questions for 4 hours, sir.
Okay. What videos you watched? DataMites videos?
Yes, sir, DataMites.
Okay, probably my videos will be also there, I guess. Okay.
Yes, sir. You explained me the statistics, sir.
Through the video, I mean.
Yes, sir.
So I was saying, when you first said you explained the statistics, I could not remember you because I also have taken some physical classes long ago. I was just
Yes,
wondering, I did not remember your face. Now I know. You learned through me through online videos.
yes,
Okay,
sir.
that explains. That's wonderful to know. So I would like to know, how was your learning from an individual topic perspective? How was the Python learning for you? Was it difficult? I assume you were not a developer before, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Sir,
how much?
in my academic,
Go
sir,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
in my academics, I know the C, so data types and everything,
Hmm.
but I don't know about the syntax of that in Python.
Hmm.
But for me, it's Python is okay. I can complete it in 1 month, sir. It's
1 month.
very easy to me. Like actually, I already told you like I'm interested in mathematics. I love to solve the mathematics question. Python is related to I think Python is related to mathematics and
Logical.
logic and all. Yes, sir.
Logical. So if you're logical analytical, learning Python would be actually kind of
Easy.
easy, right? Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
How was your statistics? How much time it took? How was your
Sir,
statistics?
so for me, even if you ask me some questions about statistics, I will answer, sir, because of you, sir. You explained me really well, sir.
Okay, so you learn most of the statistics from
Yes,
the
yes, sir.
DataMites videos. That's
Yes,
wonderful.
sir.
Good to know. How was your machine learning?
Machining also good, sir. Neha ma'am explained me very well, sir.
Neha was your trainer.
Uh, yes, sir. Actually, he explained with the practical way how in outside, like in industries, how it will work. She explained me each and every topic in the For example, if she is explaining regression means he will explain like how in outside industry how they will work. She explained it very well.
Wonderful. Good to know. How long it took you for to learn machine learning, to have a good confidence on machine learning?
So it's took me 2.5 months.
2.5 months.
2 months or 2.5 months.
2.5 months. So overall, I would say 4 months roughly, you have completed all the key concepts,
Yes,
Python,
sir.
statistics, machine learning, and other things, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. And then what kind of projects you have done?
Actually, one is health related, sir. Identify the liver patient identification. One
Okay.
project, fourth option, and default risk, home loan default risk management,
Yeah, that's a
and
standard. Yeah.
performance of the teacher. It's like a multi-class classification problem,
Okay. Wonderful.
and another one is like about auto sale prediction
Auto seal
based
prediction.
on the board. Yes, sir. Auto sale prediction based on the board size and everything.
Oh, what was the live project in it? You also did a live project, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Based on time series, sir.
Time series is a live project for you. I
Yes,
would
sir.
say sales prediction or something, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Okay.
We
Uh,
applied auto regressive and moving average ARIMA models in it. Yes, sir.
Correct. I understand. Okay, wonderful. So after you complete this, all the projects, and also you are one of the few people who complete the IABAC exams as well, along with it,
Yes, sir.
because people usually take one more month for preparing for IABAC exams. But
Yes, sir.
that's good that you have completed. How many interviews you attended before cracking this one?
Sir, before cracking this one, I can say one is in processing, sir. Aimleaf, it's web scraping. Actually, it is in the process. So at the time I'm selected, there's a total six interviews I attended, sir.
6 interviews you have attended.
Yes,
Six.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, you have this fighting attitude. So you did not give up six
Yes, sir.
6 interviews. Okay. So then I think we have good lessons from you to learn. Could you tell me, for the sake of the audience who are in this, why did you fail in the first interviews? How did you improve from that?
Actually, sir, in my first interview, it's like I don't know exact company name, but it's related to business analyst. Asked me most of the questions in SQL. So I answered out of 25 questions, I have answered 18 questions. But in that interview, he asked me, "How rate yourself? Can you rate yourself in Python?" I said three out, not three, out of 10. I answered 7 out of 10 in Python. And how much rate yourself in SQL means I answered 6 out of 10. Means I'm not confident in maybe interview things like I'm not confident. But I
Okay.
answered 18 questions in interview, sir. But I'm not selected. Maybe
The other questions you failed. See, I'll tell you,
yes, sir.
right? You can never gauge why you're rejected. It could be most of the time they found someone better than you. It could
Maybe.
be they would have looked at other parameters, your stability and I don't
Yes,
know,
sir.
team fit and many other things, right?
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
it's difficult, and it's also difficult for people to give the feedback properly because
Yes, sir.
you might actually ask more questions on the feedback itself. So normally don't provide, but you will get a feeling, as you said, you answered 18 questions correct in SQL. But you
Yes, sir.
rated yourself. I don't think people will really consider your own rating of yourself. That
Okay.
usually we will base on the data, what you have actually
Okay.
answered, right? Good.
Okay.
So after that, you brushed up your SQL better. So you studied more
Yes,
as
sir.
okay, good.
Yes, sir.
How was the questions in Python? Did you face any Python questions, like any typical Python
Uh,
questions?
like ask some questions like reverse the number.
Yes.
Like they gave me the string, and with the help of they asked like some part of the strings. So at that period, I applied slicing operations. So with that help, I answered it, and like most of the questions are basic questions, sir. So asked.
Not much in Python, right?
Not much in Python, sir.
Any question
Actually,
in statistics? Yeah, sorry.
what, sir?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're completing your Python answer. Yes.
Yes, yes, sir. Like most of the questions are like a small coding part, like can you change the number to reverse the number, like prime number, identify the prime number. Those type of questions are asked. Most of the questions are like that only.
Okay, I have already a question from LinkedIn. Normally, I take the questions at the end, Q&A, but there are some relevant questions. Let me call. Kaveri Radhakrishnan from LinkedIn. She is asking, can you tell me some specific questions on the fields of MongoDB and Git. Have you got any questions in MongoDB and Git?
No, sir. MongoDB and Git. Actually, now I'm learning in the office. So before
Git
that,
and Git.
I never faced any question on Git and MongoDB.
I'll just add a little bit to context to it, Kaveri. Most of the time, as a data scientist, we work with the structured data, right? So SQL is what we heavily used. Document DB is similar, but typically I haven't heard any learners or people who are attending interviews being asked on the document DB, including the MongoDB, right? Git is again more for developers, and it's an easy one. So most of the interviewers think that if you're good in data science, they don't bother about Git because Git can be learned in a day. Actually, it's really simple, um, uh, simple software, a simple idea to learn with a few commands. Most of the time, you use it for storing your own code. So these things are not very common, and I think that's also in line with what um, Harish told. Okay, so let's go ahead with our these things. How are the statistics questions? You have any statistics questions?
Yes,
Which
sir. Very less questions from statistics, but learning statistics very important, sir. Without statistics, machine learning is nothing, sir. Because
correct?
we are doing predicting. We are predicting means without statistics, it means we cannot draw some conclusions from it.
Very good. So what kind of questions they have asked in statistics? You have any?
Yes, sir. Like central limit theorem, questions related to central limit theorem. And one more question like uh, lot uh, asymmetry, like tiledness and normal distribution, about normal distribution. Can you please explain about the normal distribution? Like such questions they will ask. If the right skew means what you will do, if it's left skew means what you will do. Like it's related to mean, mode, median, everything.
It's mostly related to your measures of central tendency or the
Yes, sir.
variability, and some theories and key concepts of statistics, usually
Yes,
on
sir.
the data preparation levels, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So, what kind of questions you have experienced in machine learning?
Sir, like difference between the regression and classification. Mainly, they will ask about the life cycle of a project, life cycle of data science projects. Sir. Like how you will do with how you will deal with the like visualization part, how you deal with the like how you deal with the zero values like null values and uh, outliers, how you will deal with the outliers and machine learning algorithms, and like some questions like matrix about the calculation means loss matrix like analysis part.
Hmm. Okay. Did any interviewers ask you to actually write a ML code for solving a classification or regression in the interview?
No, sir. Actually, they are not asked about the write the code about the machine learning algorithms, but in the written examination, they asked about the script. Like, can you please write the regression model, like script
Okay.
writing only, not the execution part. They asked like script part in the Python examination. They asked some questions like write. You assume that some member details, find out the average with the help of NumPy, or and also I observed one question in Cron Labs, asked write a script of regression model
Hmm.
to how to split your data.
Correct. So essentially, how do you make split the data into different parts for testing and model
Yes, sir.
building and stuff? Okay, wonderful. So those are helpful. Very good. Thank you. Um, okay, now you joined a company. There are a lot of questions about your company as well. You have
Yes, sir.
joined a company called, let me, I'm looking at it, Response Informatics.
Response. Yes, sir.
It has a corporate office in Hyderabad, Telangana. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
You joined in Bangalore or in Telangana?
In Telangana, sir, in
In
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you are from Hyderabad, right?
Actually, I'm from Visakhapatnam, but now I'm in Hyderabad.
Yeah, it's a Telugu state, so you
Yes,
will
sir.
be
Yes, sir.
more happy to move over there. Okay, wonderful. Very good. I'm very happy that you have actually got a job as data scientist to begin with, in spite of being a longer grab. I would say that's because of your perseverance, and it's clearly shown that after 6 interviews, I would also thank DataMites placements teams to not giving up on you. So they keep on giving you more
Yes, sir.
interviews in
Yes,
spite of.
sir. Especially, I want to thank Shali ma'am, sir.
Yeah, she is a
because yes, so actually she contacted me. She sometimes she helped me to she boosted me motivated me. Sometimes they will ask some questions mostly questions SQL. She motivated me, sir.
wonderful. I think she is looking at this call webinar. I'll convey your thanks to her as well. So wonderful. I'm
Yes,
happy that there's a good service being provided for you. Very good. I do not have any further questions. I would like you to give some, I mean, maybe let's go to the questions first before you summarize your comments for the aspiring students. I have a lot of questions
sir.
already. And also I ask others who are in the call in other channels, LinkedIn, YouTube, and other channels also to just put your questions on the comments and the DataMites team will bring it to us and I'll ask the question. Yeah. I have a question from um, Kaveri. Oh, I think I answered this question. Okay. So I have another question from Fayaz Mirzi from LinkedIn as well. Bro, when you have completed the data science course? So when did you
I
complete?
already answered it.
Yeah. So
I
it is
already answered it.
July. July is where you have
Yes,
completed.
sir. Actually, I completed earlier, sir, but what I will say, I completed the mock interview at that time, sir.
Okay. How was your mock interview experience?
It's good, sir.
That's good. So explain me a little more so
They,
that did they give
sir, actually, they checked me in the three aspects, sir. One is Python, one is statistics, and one is machine learning, sir. They asked some questions they checked about my Python, how strong I am in Python, and they asked me some questions on statistics and machine learning. Also, they asked most questions are from machine learning. They asked most questions from machine learning. So that's it, sir.
okay, wonderful. Very, very nice. So I hope that answers the question of Fayaz. Another question from LinkedIn again, Suchi Joshi. Tell us about the mock interview experience and can you share the notes of the interview preparation? Okay, the two questions.
Sir, sir, I suggest prepare your own notes. Can you differentiate the supervised and unsupervised? Write each one like regression, logistic regression. You can prepare order, and once one topic is completed, you can round it. After that, you complete the another topic, you can complete round it. After you can revise it within 45 to 60 minutes. That's it. Before interview, you can revise it. It's like 45 to 60 minutes. You will crack it easily. You make your confidence levels. You can improve your confidence level before the interview.
Yeah, so we also have 500 top asked interview questions, Suchi. Dr. Suchi, if you want that file, you can ask DataMites team to, even the placement team have that file, they can share it to you. But as Harish told, making the whole point of notes is that you are capturing your own learning. So it will be more effective if you make your own notes. So whatever you learn, you make a small summary of that, and you keep on doing it along with your learning, and it will be easy, as Harish told. A few minutes of 30 minutes of revision usually gets you all your learning back, refreshing your own learning. I have another question from Veer Patel from LinkedIn again. The
Yes,
question.
sir.
Can you unmute yourself, Harish? I heard someone voice, but I was not sure because I think only panelists have a right to speak, right? Can you unmute yourself? Okay. You're not audible, Harish. Unmute.
Okay, sir. Is
Now,
my voice is audible?
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch from Zoom. So I have a question from Veer Patel. And are they asking DSA questions? DSA
Data,
questions.
stru- data structure.
I think so. Yeah, data structures.
Sir, data structures are related to Python, sir. Mostly asked questions are from data structures only. Like list tuples and dictionaries. We deal with the dictionaries. We use the dictionaries in pandas and everything. So most of the questions are from data structures only. It's 40% of the Python is related to data structures.
So that's correct because we basically handle many things in data structure. Dictionaries are used to pass on the hyperparameters. also many configurations to the models. And the lists are the basic ones, which we use for many purposes. So data structures, of course, data frame, which is a unique pandas data structure, which is where we actually store all of our data. So whatever source you get from SQL or flat file or whatever it is, we finally bring it to data frame to process it. So it's not a surprise that more than 40% questions have been asked in data structures. Okay, I have a question from Paki Deka. What to study for mock interview? Okay, so this is a question on how do you prepare for the DataMites mock interview?
Yes, sir. They actually for DataMites mock interview they provided the notes in the like we have a website, right, sir? So in that they provided some materials and also gave us the notes. That is enough to crack the DataMites mock interview.
That's cool. So just go through all the DataMites course material and your own notes and all the classes you have attended, revise them. And also they'll provide some mock interview related questions and material that should be also covered. Okay. Punarvita has a question. How many mock interviews have you attended, bro?
Only once.
Oh, you cracked in one. That's good. Very
Yes,
nice.
sir.
Some people attend twice or thrice, but that's not a problem because in DataMites, we do not have anything like after this, you will not get done. Nothing like that. So we will try to provide as much of support as many months you want. So there is nothing like 1 or 2 you are out of this pool. There is no such rule in DataMites. Of course, you need to wait for your turn. It may take a week or 2 weeks sometimes, but you always get a turn again to take your second mock interview if you fail in the first one. A question from anonymous attendee. The question is, were the aptitude tests conducted? If yes, then were there basic, advanced? What topics? How many rounds of interview? Well, there are two different questions. So first question is, did you attend any aptitude test for interviews, in real interviews?
Sir, haven't faced any in real interviews or in mock interviews, sir?
Real interviews.
Sir, in actually I faced in Cron Labs. Actually, total 6 interviews. One is Cron Labs. In that Cron Labs, they mentioned like aptitude test, but I prepared all the aptitude questions, but they asked mental ability questions in that period, sir.
So there is no aptitude test at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then the next question does not have any answer because no aptitude test, no point of topics in the aptitude test. And the third part of this question is, how many rounds of interviews were conducted? What were they? So, I mean, you could take the one you have succeeded now, which is, I keep forgetting it. Yeah. What's the company you have currently got selected?
Responsible informatics.
Right? From Hyderabad, right? Or
Yes.
any other interviews. How many interviews are typically conducted? What are they?
Sir, typically they conducted 2 or 3 rounds, sir. Cron Labs conducted 3 rounds, sir. And SIRPI conducted 2 rounds. Response Informatics conducted one written examination and is a discussion round and 2 rounds only. So most of the interviews are conducting 2 or 3 rounds, not more than.
I have another question from Paki Deka. Did you ask any formula from statistics?
No, sir. They haven't asked any formula from the statistics.
Statistics, okay. I think we have taken enough questions, but maybe last few questions I will still take it. There's a question from Shrikant from YouTube channel. The question is, what type of questions will be asked in the interview? I think this has been answered multiple times.
Yes,
you want to add anything to it? What kind of questions people typically ask in interviews?
sir. They mostly ask basic questions only, sir. Those questions are covered in our classroom program only, sir. What they are explained, their questions are they ask. Same questions.
Same question.
No need to worry about the questions.
So Srikant, just to give you context, the questions are usually from Python basics, data structures, basics of machine learning, so how the model is built and stuff. Some questions from statistics about normality and stuff like that. And they usually ask some questions about the projects. So you mentioned some projects in your resume, right? So they basically ask, what is the project? How did you do it? What's your role? How many people work in the team? Right. And they'll also ask about what's your result? Have you able to achieve the accuracy expected? If not, what did you do to achieve the accuracy? All of these questions are pretty standard. And nowadays, because there is a huge demand for data scientists, coming at a decent rates cost, because people are going above 15-20 lakhs now, even with a couple of years of experience. So if you're under 10 lakhs and if you're decent, people typically take you because they can train you. So in the projects, we usually have 4 or 5 members who are juniors and 1 or 2 seniors. That's a combo. 7 to 8 is a project size of data science project. Even the projects we do the same. For the seniors, we can afford a very high salaries. For juniors, we typically expect them to under 10, like under 7, under 8 kind of salaries, right? So if the people have decent knowledge, good foundation, then the seniors can anyway train them for that project and use them. So that's how any company, including the Infosys and all the product companies, Robert Bosch or whatever you talk about, all of these companies work in a similar structure. It finally comes down to the affordability of the bottom line of the projects as well. So freshers, people who are beginning the career, are in huge demand. So typically, they will not ask super complex questions to you. They'll ask questions which are more on the fundamentals, which shows the practicality of your experience. So have you done some projects by yourself? Do you understand it? So that they can give you about a month's training to observe you in the projects, right? So that's how the questions are usually asked, to give you a bigger context. I think we can stop the questions here. We also crossed 35 minutes now. So Harish, I would like you to summarize or give some insights as the last note of your success story. What do you like to say to your, people who are watching this, aspiring data scientists?
Like prepare well. Actually, practice more. Practice questions more means you will get easily anything at any job. So I will suggest you to practice more. And practice in front of mirror will give you the confidence. How you are explaining, you will notice that one also. That's it.
Yeah. So the message is very clear. Message is you practice more. Do not give up. I can really vouch for Harish for his success, because I have a lot of people who I really think they are very capable, but they do not have confidence to actually to move forward. I mean, basically, they give up in the middle, or they will not even try to strive hard. So the clear message is you practice well. It doesn't matter if you could not succeed in the first or second interviews. You keep on giving, because this happens in every other week. So it's a matter of a month or 2 maximum, and you finally land up in a job. And another suggestion I always give to everyone, in addition to what Harish has done, do not look into your initial salaries. It could be less than 6 lakhs or 7 lakhs, because that's where you start. In very next year, you could even double your salary. Absolutely, that's what's happening in the market. So I would say look for the kind of job you are joining. So what job you're doing, if it is in a more machine learning, data cleansing towards machine learning, building the model, that's the kind of job you like to do. If the job is more on the data entry or something which is to do with the data and the very low level, I would say you can still join. I won't deny that. But I would say look more into the kind of job you're looking at and the kind of growth you get in the company, given the projects and stuff, rather than your initial salary. And the clear mantra for getting into a job is just practice, because data science is not a rocket science. I think Harish can vouch for it. It is very doable. If you spend 4 to 6 months spending 5 to 6 hours, 5 hours extra on top of what being spent on the classrooms or online sessions, you should be landing into the job in next couple of months after you complete the course. Okay. I wish a very good luck for Harish in his current role. Harish, this is just a starting point for you. You have got your first step as a data scientist. Now your learning should not stop, and you should actually accelerate your learning more from a real world perspective. Try to work more with the clients. Try to ask more valid questions. Try to upgrade your own machine learning skills. Adapt to the new algorithms, new technologies coming in. And I wish you all the best in your growth.
Thank you so much, sir.
I thank everyone who is in the conference as well, in this session. I wish you all of you very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.